In this video, I'm going to tell you about one simple trick that will hopefully help you feel better about yourself.
Warning, Uncle Adam is not a professional. He's usually not even very good. Try any and all of Uncle Adam's pro tips at your own risk. Void where prohibited. Uncle Adam is not actually an uncle.
I'll bet that there are very few of you out there who think to yourselves, gosh, I really just wish that I had more things to do. I wish that I had more things on my plate. I really do. I wish that I did, because I'm sitting here with just nothing to do, nothing on my plate, no responsibilities, no things I want to get done. That's not something that happens generally for the most part. I mean, here and there, once in a while. But for the most part, most of us have got responsibilities and things that we don't want to do, and hobbies and maybe TV shows and things that we do want to do and watch and consume and enjoy. And life is kind of balanced between the things you have to do and things you want to do, right? So, but on either side of that scale, there's a lot of them very frequently. And when we don't meet our goals, whatever our goals are, when we don't, get the things done that we need to get done, that we want to get done, we feel bad about ourselves. We feel disappointed in ourselves, and it kind of lowers our mood, and it can cause, all kinds of different issues. And right now, in the world that we live in, admittedly starting to see a little bit of an end of a tunnel thing, we still just don't need extra downers in our life, do we? I don't know about you, but I certainly don't. So I've discovered that I have this thing that I do. I'm going to tell this real quick little story. You've got some time coming up. Let's say I've got some free time coming up. Maybe it's a long weekend. Maybe it's a holiday weekend. Maybe I'm taking a vacation. Maybe it's just a normal, 2-day weekend. And I look at that time, that untouched, open, kind of just ready to go time. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm going to get this done and this done and this done. And I have to get this done because that, otherwise, and this I got to, but I'm also going to get that done. So you set yourself up, frankly, for failure right off the bat. At least I do it. You might do it as well. You look at upcoming open time in which you can get things done, and then you give yourself, frankly, too many things to put on your own plate and say, this and this and this and this. And then that end of that period comes along. It's Sunday night. It's the evil Sunday night doldrums. And you think to yourself about all the things that you didn't get done over the weekend, things that you just like, oh man, I was going to do, yeah, that's right, I was going to do that, I was going to do that. Maybe you even wrote it on a list. Maybe you're one of those types of people, which is great. I'm sometimes one of those types of people, but that's neither here nor there. The fact is that when you don't reach your goals, when you say, I'm going to get all this done, and then you don't, it bums you out. So why do you do it? Now, admittedly, there are responsibilities that we generally need to get done, and there are deadlines to be met, certainly. But there are also plenty of things that don't have real hard and fast deadlines that we also try to pack into these chunks of free time that we may have, and decide we're going to get, obviously we got to get this done. The garbage has to go out before the garbage truck gets here and that kind of thing. And that's not going to take very long. That's an easy thing. But I also got to, mow the lawn or fix the toilet, or there's all kinds of different things that need to happen. And you have, you got to fix the toilet before it, leaks and destroys the basement. You have to mow the lawn before the velociraptors come, whatever the deal is. But a lot of the things that we like to do, the hobby stuff, very frequently doesn't have as that much of a deadline, right? Unless you're going to a tournament or something like that and you have to bring this painted army to the tournament on this date, great. In general, you're just kind of like, I want to get these things done so I can play with them soon. And then I want to get the next things done and the next things down the road. So at least with the things that you enjoy, which frankly, you don't want things that you enjoy to bum you out, right? Like if you enjoy something, a hobby, no matter what it is, if it brings you sadness and depression because you didn't get it done within the weekend that you were planning on getting it done because you just arbitrarily set it aside and said, this is the weekend I get it done, along with all these other things, that doesn't make you enjoy it, does it? What I've been finding has been helping me lately has been to take a conscious step and decide when I have let's say it's a weekend, a regular standard 2-day weekend of no, day job and stuff like that. I will look at each day separately and I will say, I'm going to get this done on this day and this done on that day. Or I will say there are 2 days, I'm going to get these 2 things done. They don't have to happen on any specific day particularly, but by the end of the weekend, it's 2 days, so these 2 things are going to get done. I'm not going to say 4 things are going to get done. I'm not going to say 8 things are going to get done. I say these 2 things are going to get done. Or maybe it's, I don't have to make a video. It's a Tuesday night. I got nothing going on. I get done with dinner. What am I going to do? Well, I could do this, and then I can add this to it, and I can or you can do just one thing. You can plan on saying, this is the thing that I'm going to get done for Tuesday night. Now, some people will say, you're setting the bar low. I will say, yeah, kind of, a little bit, because we're not dealing with trying to get things done and hit deadlines so that we can then go out into the world and, I don't know, whatever it is you do when you go out in the world like that. But, it's not your job. It's a hobby. It's a thing you enjoy. If you say, I got to get this built and this primed, and I have to be doing this with the washes, and I have to put basing on this stuff, and you do all that stuff, and then you can't hit that goal, it bums you out. So lower your expectations a bit. Set yourself down to say, I'm going to prime this model this weekend. Now, that doesn't seem like it would take really long, does it? Generally, no. Maybe if it's a bunch of models, but if you say, I'm going to prime this model on Saturday, that's my plan for Saturday. And then when you do it, hurrah, you've hit your goal. Here's the trick, though. If you then also go and build some terrain, you're now an overachiever, because not only did you set a goal that you were going to get this one simple thing done, but now you've also done something else. But on the other hand, maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't get to that point. Maybe you got the priming done, and then you had to go do a bunch of other dumb, adult stuff or whatever, like, I don't know, maybe mow the lawn or all that kind of jazz. And so, but you still got this one thing done at some point in that 24-hour period. So you hit your goal. That's not bad. You feel good about it. But like I said, if you've got the extra time and you prime this one thing, and now you decide to build these Skaven or put together this MDF terrain or then all of a sudden you're, again, exceeding your goals. I generally think exceeding your goals is more fun than not. So if you can basically, and frankly, this is tricking your brain. If you can trick your brain into thinking, I just got to get this. And maybe you better than I know you, which is probably the case. And you know that you can get 2 things done, but you frequently schedule 6. Well, then, do the 2 things. And then if you happen to get a third or maybe even a fourth, again, you're an overachiever. People should praise you or whatever. At least your brain shouldn't be angry at you because you didn't hit the goals that you didn't hit. So take it into consideration that, yeah, I got the stuff that I want to get done, but I can't get it all done in this particular time point. You might think you can, but just dial it back. Give yourself a lower bar for your hobby to make it easier for you to hit it. Because then when you do hit it, you feel good. And if you go above a little bit, it's even better because, again, hobbies are supposed to make you feel good. So trick yourself into feeling better by getting a little bit less stuff done maybe than you might expected. And maybe you'll do a little bit more.